Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for today's session on Srimad Bhagavatam studies. So we'll start with recitation of the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna. So today we'll try to understand shloka number 5 and 6 of the second chapter of the first canto. So requesting everyone to kindly repeat after me. मुनः साधु पृष्ठो अहम. Kindly unmute
मुनय
yourself.
साधु पृष्ठोऽहम्
Naimiṣāraṇya
भवद्भिः लोकमङ्गलम्.
भवद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम्
यत्कृतकृष्णसम्प्रश्नो
यत्कृतकृष्णसम्प्रश्नो
येन आत्मा सुप्रसीदति.
येन आत्मा सुप्रसीदति
स वै पुंसां परो धर्म.
स वै पुंसां परो धर्मो
यतः भक्तिः अधोक्षजे.
यतो भक्तिरघोषते
अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता.
अहैतुकी अभ्रतिहता
ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति.
ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति
मुनः साधु पृष्ठो अहम्.
मुनः साधु पृष्ठोऽहम्
भवद्भिः लोकमङ्गलम्.
भवद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम्
यत्क्रतः कृष्णसम्प्रश्नो
यत्कृतकृष्णसम्प्रश्नो
येन आत्मा सुप्रसीदति.
येन आत्मा सुप्रसीदति
स वै पुंसां परो धर्मो.
स वै पुंसां परो धर्मो
यतः भक्ति अधोक्षजे.
यतो भक्तिरघोषते
अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता.
अहैतुकी अभ्रतिहता
ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति.
ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति।
श्रीधर प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण। धन्यवाद। प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
यस प्रभु जी.
मुनय साधु पृष्ठोऽहं भवद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम् यत्कृतकृष्णसम्प्रेष्टेन येनात्मा सुप्रसीदति स वै पुंसां परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षजे अहेतुम् अभ्रतिहता ययात्मा प्रसीदति। हरे
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. डॉक्टर कृपा गवली माता जी.
साधु पृष्ठोऽहम् भवद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम् यत्कृतकृष्णसम्प्रश्नो येन आत्मा सुप्रसीदति स वै पुंसां परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षते अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति।
राजराजेश्वरी माता जी. Can you please read? Hare Krishna. Rajrajeshwari ji, can you please read? Hare Krishna. So let us understand the meaning of each word. Munaya, O sages. Sadhu, this is relevant. Prashnaha, question. Aham, myself. Bhavadvihi, by all of you. Loka, the world. Mangalam, welfare. Yat, because. Kritaha, made. Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Samprashnaha, relevant question. Yena, by which. Atma, self. Suprasidati, completely pleased. Sah that vai certainly, punsam for mankind, parah sublime, dharma occupation, yatah by which, bhakti devotional service, adhokshaje unto the transcendence, ahetuki causeless, apratihata unbroken, yaya by which atma the self, suprasidati completely satisfied. Translation by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. O sages, I have been justly questioned by you. Your questions are worthy because they relate to Lord Kṛṣṇa and so are of relevance to the world's welfare. Only questions of this sort are capable of completely satisfying the self. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain the loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. Purpose. Since it has been stated herein before that in the Bhagavatam the absolute truth is to be known, the questions of the sages of Naimiṣāraṇya are proper and just because they pertain to Kṛṣṇa, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute truth. In Bhagavad Gita 15.15, the Personality of Godhead says that in all the Vedas there is nothing but the urge for searching after Him, Lord Kṛṣṇa. Thus, the questions that pertain to Kṛṣṇa are the sum and substance of all the Vedic inquiries. The whole world is full of questions and answers. The birds, beasts, and men are all busy in the matter of perpetual questions and answers. In the morning, the birds in the nest become busy with questions and answers, and in the evening also, the same birds come back and again become busy with questions and answers. The human being, unless he is fast asleep at night, is busy with questions and answers. The businessmen in the market are busy with questions and answers. And so also the lawyers in the court and the students in the schools and colleges. The legislators in the parliament are also busy with questions and answers, and the politicians and the press representatives are also busy with questions and answers. Although they go on making such questions and answers for their whole lives, they are not at all satisfied. Satisfaction of the soul can only be obtained by questions and answers on the subject of Krishna. Krishna is our most intimate master, friend, father or son, and the object of conjugal love. Forgetting Krishna, we have created so many objects of questions and answers, but none of them are able to give us complete satisfaction. For all things but Krishna give temporary satisfaction only. So if we have to complete satisfaction, we must stick to the questions and answers about Krishna. We cannot live for a moment without being questioned or without being answers. Because the Srimad Bhagavatam deals with questions and answers that related to Krishna, we can derive the highest satisfaction only by reading and hearing this transcendental literature. One should learn the Srimad Bhagavatam and make an all-round solution to all problems pertaining to social, political, or religious matters. Srimad Bhagavatam and Krishna are the sum total of all things. In this statement, Sri Sud Goswami answers the first question of the sages of Naimiṣāraṇya. The sages asked him to summarize the whole range of revealed scriptures and present the most essential part so that fallen people or the people in general might easily take it up. The Vedas prescribe two different types of occupation for the human being. One is called the pravritti marga or the path of sense enjoyment, and the other is called the nivritti marga or the path of renunciation. The path of enjoyment is inferior and the path of sacrifice for the supreme cause is superior. The material existence of the living being is the diseased condition of actual life. Actual life is spiritual existence or Brahma Bhuta existence, where life is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. Material existence is temporary, illusory, and full of miseries. There is no happiness at all. There is just the futile attempt to get rid of the miseries and temporary cessation uh, of miseries falsely called happiness. You would like to read, Mataji, the last line?
1 minute.
Therefore,
The path of progressive material enjoyment, which is temporary, miserable, and illusory, is inferior. In this statement, but a devotional service to the Supreme Lord, which leads one to eternal, blissful, and all cognizant life, is called the superior quality of occupation. This is sometimes polluted when mixed with the inferior quality. For example, adoption of devotional service for material gain is certainly an obstruction to the progressive path of renunciation. Renunciation or abnegation for ultimate good is certainly a better occupation than enjoyment in the diseased condition of life. Such enjoyment only aggravates the symptoms of disease and increases its duration. Therefore, devotional service to the Lord must be pure in quality, that is, without the least desire for material enjoyment. One should therefore accept the superior quality of occupation in the form of devotional service of the Lord without any tinge of unnecessary desire, fruitive action, and philosophical speculation. These alone can lead one to perpetual solace in his service. We have purposely denoted dharma as the occupation because the root of meaning the word dharma is that which sustains one's existence. A living being sustains of existence is to coordinate his activities with his eternal relation with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna is the central pivot of living being, and he is the all attractive living entity or eternal form amongst all other living beings or eternal form. Each and every living being has his eternal form in the spiritual existence, and Krishna is the eternal attraction for all of them. Krishna is the complete whole, and everything else is his part and parcel. The relation is one of the servant and the served. It is transcendental and is completely distinct from our experience in material existence. This relation of servant and the served is the most congenial form of intimacy. One can realize it as devotional service progresses. Everyone should engage himself in that transcendental loving service of the Lord, even in the present conditional state of material existence. That will gradually give one the clue to actual life and please him to complete satisfaction. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padat Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitancha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Today we continue.
Can you read the shloka once, Mataji? For everyone, because couple of persons have
Mudaya
come late.
sadhu prishta aham bhavadvi lokamangalam yat kruta krishna samprashna ena atma suprasidati savai punsam para dharma yata bhakti adokshajay ahaituki apratiyata yaya atma suprasidati. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Mataji, would like to summarize something?
No,
Hare
no,
Krishna.
my voice is not good.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Mataji. May Lord Jagannath ji get your voice back soon. So, this is a very important shloka wherein now actually Sud Goswami ji is going to be explaining the answers to the 6 questions which have been raised. So Prabhupada ji says that the sages in Naimiṣāraṇya, their inquiry was after departure of Krishna, the principles of religion under whom they are now protected. Now, religious principles need to be protected. Therefore, Krishna's another name is Dharmasetu. He always protects, and that is why Dharmasetu. Like, see, in Bhagavad Gita 4.7, he clearly says, Yadā hi dharmasya glānir bhavati bhārata tadātmānaṁ sṛjāmy aham. So, he is the one who is going to be protecting dharma. So, the question generally comes, what is religion? So, Krishna explains this for us as well. The sum and substance of religious principles is to surrender to Krishna. Sarva-dharmān parityajya ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja. This is religion. So religion means the order given by God. So it is like a law, fixed. Krishna has said this, that is religion. Religion does not mean faith. Because you may have faith in something, you may not have faith in another thing. Right? So faith is something which may not. But religion is not like that. So the English translation that we read in the dictionaries is not sufficient. Law means we must. There is no question whether we believe or we do not believe in the law. Whether we don't believe, still we have to follow law because law is law. So similarly, the order given by Krishna is law, nature's law. And so anything which is following the Krishna's order is religion. And if we don't follow the order, then we are irreligious. So here in this shloka, Sud Goswami ji says, Munayo sadhu preshtaha aham bhavadbihi lokamangalam. You inquired about Krishna. It is a very noble question. Sadhu. Sadhu is the word here which comes. Sadhu means pious, noble, good. Now, if we see the purport, Prabhupada ji is giving so many examples of how we keep on using our life for questions and answers. Right from the moment we wake up till the time we sleep, there's only questions and answers in our life. After we wake up, while we have baths, while we have food, while we are in office, while doing any activity, there are questions, there are answers. Our whole life is questions and answers. But Prabhupada ji says it is useless, futile questions and answers. What is the appropriate question is something which is related to Krishna. So here the sages of Naimiṣāraṇya, they have asked about Krishna. So it is a very noble question. Sadhu. Now, these questions, how we change from our useless questions to appropriate questions, comes with respectful faith. Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 22.62, it is Hare Hare. So our questions and answers. Like right now, the question was, why is this internet not working? And the answer was, because this is material world. So if this is material world, there is no assurance that this will work. So the material questions and answers are only useless. What we need to go and develop is spiritual questions. To advance in spiritual life, the beginning is Shraddha. And Shraddha means respectful faith. Oh, it is nice. That is called Shraddha. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you have to develop this Shraddha. And you have to not only develop this Shraddha and these questions and answers, but you also have to make others understand how they have to change their questions. Which means you have to become preacher for Krishna consciousness. And when you become actually the preacher, we cannot make any compromise. If it is a spade, we have to call it as a spade, like Prahlad Maharaj. So Prahlad Maharaj is one of the Mahajanas. Out of 12 Mahajanas, he is one. But he was very bold. He was not afraid of his Asur father, demonic father. He chastised him. But he was never afraid. So when his father asked, what have you learned in school? So he said, Asura Shreshtaha. So he said, oh, best amongst the Asuras. That's how he addressed his father, not as, oh, father. That is what we have to be bold when you know the philosophy. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is Guru Maharaj of Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, he said he did not want his disciples to be easygoing, cheap Vaishnavas. He wanted them to go after preaching. He used to say, first of all, go door to door. Just like Nityananda Prabhu did, at the risk of his life. He used to go door to door. And then one day he was hurt by Chakai Mother. And that angered Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to give punishment. And then Nityananda Prabhuji said, wait, you have promised that in this incarnation, you will not use any shastra. You will not have any kind of weapons. So please forgive these persons. That's Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu. That is what we have to do. You have to paro dharma. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted, Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. He said this. This is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone we meet, any dumb rascal or gentleman, it does not matter. We have to try to convince him about Krishna and make him inquire about Krishna. Then only the life will be successful. The moment he begins to inquire what is Krishna, then this means he will get to the path of liberation, which will become open immediately for him. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered that Bharat Mata Bhumi te hela manusya janma yara janma sarthaka kari kara para upakara. So para upkar. This human life is meant for doing well to others, not exploiting others. Exploiting others is animalism. Now, people who are called philanthropists, they open hospitals, schools, but actually they do not know what is the real disease of human being. The real disease is that we have forgotten Krishna. That's all. Otherwise, there is no scarcity in the world. So this Krishna Samprashna, if simply people become inquisitive, what is Krishna? And we try to answer them. That's it. The whole world will be peaceful. And that is why Srila Prabhupada has written so many books. So many books. So we just have to go everywhere, give them the books and tell them, please read. But then that is possible when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Because that process makes our heart clean. Now, Krishna consciousness can be understood only in clean status, not in dirty condition of mind. Esham antagatam papam. This is what Krishna has said. To understand Krishna is not so easy. Therefore, Krishna says, Yesham antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. People who are simply engaged in pious activities and completely all sinful reactions of the life has ceased, for them, te dvanda moho nirmukta bhajante mam. Then they are suitable to understand that yes, I can go ahead. So we have to become that kind of a person. We have to surrender to Krishna, follow his instructions. And the moment we follow the instructions given by Krishna, then everything becomes automatic. Krishna himself appears. Krishna himself tells us. We understand the meaning. So, Srila Rupa Goswami Ji is something who have been doing it. So when Prabhupada Ji took his disciples to Vrindavan, he said, let us follow the footsteps of Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, but not imitate them. We want to be here under their lotus feet so that we get their mercy. So there are two kinds of occupations for human beings. Pravritti Marga, which is just keeping ourselves enjoying the sensory activities, or nivritti marga, the path of renunciation. So if you are engaged in sensual activities, then you are going to be bonded forever. So again, the disease continues. But the moment you go it into renunciation, the chances of your bondage being broken are very, very high. So that is where the devotional service to Lord helps. And it has to be pure in quality. Because you should not have any desire for material enjoyment. So we have to accept the superior quality of occupation in the form of devotional service of Lord without any tinge of any desire, fruitive action, or philosophical speculation. And this can then lead us to perpetual solace in service of Krishna. So this is what this dharma, word which comes in this shloka, is all about. That which sustains one's existence. So we have to engage ourselves in transcendental loving service of the Lord, even in present conditional state. And this will gradually give us the clue to actual life, help us to please Krishna, to complete his satisfaction. And then automatically we also get